461-1330. We're broadcasting live from the Coors Light studio. You're on the Blitz, caller.
Hey, Jim, it's Jared. We talked earlier about the Oakland Raiders site that I'm putting together. How you doing?
Good, Jared. Chris, this is Jared Stashevsky, and he's putting up an Oakland Raider, anti-Oakland Raiders site. They want to get some billboards together and put some stuff up in Oakland. Obviously, a big Oakland Raider fan. They have a petition. They want to get Al Davis to step down as general manager, get a new head coach, get a general manager that won't interfere. So what is it, messagetoal.com, Jared?
Yeah, you got it right. That's the address. It's messagetoal, 2 as in the word TO.com. And the site has a lot of different features. Like you said, it has a petition. We're going to have a blog up pretty soon. And we're going to be raising money to put billboards and advertisements in Oakland. And you said it's an anti-Oakland Raiders site. It's not really an anti-Oakland Raiders site. It's basically to just kind of convey the message that Oakland Raiders fans throughout the country feel. I know there's a lot of them in Erie, and we're pretty frustrated with the way that Al Davis has been running the team. So that the site is pretty much just to display what a lot of Raiders fans are thinking.
Yeah, you took a hit yesterday, lost a little momentum.
Yeah, I'll say.
I know what it's like to be rooting against the teams you like, and then when they win, you have mixed emotions. So messagetoal.com.
Are you going to get enough money together while he's still alive?
I hope so. We're asking for $5,000 right now. That's kind of a loose estimate. Right now we have about $120 raised, but right now we're mainly concentrating on the number of signatures for this petition, because anything that we do like billboards or ads, we're going to put the total number of petitions on, so we really want to get that number up. On the site it says 50,000 is our goal. We only have about 250 now, but we're just starting to promote the site, so we have a little ways to go.
Yeah, I've seen it. Sign the petition. Help us out. What do you think? Our supporters, our milestones about us. So you've had over 2,100 visits in a week.
Yeah, it's getting pretty popular, and we expect it to get more popular. I've been talking to a couple professional website designers who are Raider fans, and they want to donate their time so the site could get a facelift in a couple of days, so keep an eye on that. So we're hoping to get some big media coverage for this, and I want to thank you for letting me talk about it on your program. I know there's a lot of Raider fans in Erie, and I'd say probably 99% of them are pretty upset, even though that the Raiders played pretty well yesterday, but that didn't really change my attitude about the team at all.
Looking at the website, you did this yourself?
I'm doing it with another Raider fan that I met through a Raider forum. He's actually living in Mexico running the site. I don't know him personally, but it's just a couple people working on it, and we're open to any help or suggestions that people might have to offer. But right now it's mainly me and this guy in Mexico running the site.
Are you getting the word out in Oakland?
Yeah, it seems to be that a lot of Oakland people are signing it. When people sign up, we can tell what city that they're doing it from, and Oakland seems one of the most popular ones now. Right now, I think 5 or 6 people from Erie have signed it, so it'd be nice if Erie was the top city.
I don't know. This should help you get a lot of publicity. Do you happen to have a 6-year-old kid in an air balloon?
No, we don't. That's a good idea, though. I never thought of that.
Try and help you out. So what is your goal? You want to raise money and put billboards up?
Yeah, our goal, like, as of today, is to get that signature, the total number of that up, because that will show that there's huge support behind this. Because as you know, Al Davis is a pretty stubborn man, to say the least, and the way that he's been running the team for the last several years hasn't really been very successful. So we want to do that, and we're going to raise the money to put the messages. And there's some billboards in Oakland that are like right next to the stadium, and they're owned by CBS. And I actually called CBS and talked to them about it, and they seem pretty hesitant about the idea because they do a lot of business with the Raiders. So I think a lot of people are scared of the wrath of Al Davis. I don't know if you saw a couple weeks ago, Rich Gannon, our former quarterback, he was pretty critical about the organization, and the Raiders actually tried to take him off of the broadcast for the Raiders-Denver game in Week 3. So Al definitely is pretty influential in the minds of some people.
I just went to sign the petition that says I'm located in Pittsburgh.
Really? I'll have to check about that. But normally it checks your IP and finds the city, but I'm not sure why it would say
Maybe
Pittsburgh.
because it's the radio station or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm signed up, although it's a Pittsburgher.
That takes a lot. That's the first time Jim's ever been a Pittsburgher.
Associated with
Yeah, it's a new thing. We'll have to look into that, but it said Erie for me, but thanks for pointing that out. We'll have to look at that and see what the deal is.
All right, I'm going to get a link to validate your petition. Please. All right. Jared, anything you want to say as we wrap this up? You know, Chris and I love passionate fans, that's for sure.
Yeah, one thing I want to add about the project is you have to put your name and email. You can put any name you want. It doesn't have to be your full name. But the email is the most important part about it. And once you submit it, the site sends you an email that you have to click on an actual link that puts the number up to validate it.
Right.
And right now we have about 250 people that have signed it, but there's also like 100 people that have signed it but didn't validate it. So that number's a little low now. So if you're going to do it, make sure that you click the validation link.
All right. How old are you, Jared?
I'm 22.
Well, you haven't had much success either, huh?
No, I've only seen 4 winning seasons in the 16 years I've been a fan. So.
All right. Jared Stashevsky, let me get this one more time. Message2L.com.
That's right.
Thanks, Jared.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Goodbye.
I like that, yeah.
I wish him well. The only problem with the whole thing is that, Al Davis owns the team.
Yeah.
So he's not going to fire himself, you know what I mean? Like if there was a message like, hey, Al, fire Tom Cable, let's say. That's one thing, but I don't know if Al's going to really care.
He's so senile, he may fire himself.
Let's see. So Jared, there's been a fan for 16 years.
Yeah.
So let's say 93. That makes sense, right? So who was 93?
He's had 4 winning seasons. Once they went to the Super Bowl, though.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Made an NFL MVP that year, too, Gannon. Yeah, they tried to not let Rich Gannon in the facility, period.
Oh, I know.
And the NFL's like, he's coming in. That's what the announcers do every week. The Al Davis, the sad part is that Al Davis, and I don't know if you ever liked him in the past.
I never minded Al Davis.
Yeah.
I'm old school.
Yeah, right.
Of course, that was what, 50?
Yeah, but I mean, in 1960, well, first of all, he wasn't with the Raiders in 60. Yeah, he was a L.A. Chargers. But anyway, San Diego. Were they Los Angeles Chargers when they started?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's where he started.
Owned by the Hiltons.
Yeah, and he worked with Sid Gilman, I think.
Yeah.
And, was regarded as a brilliant football mind by, most everyone. Of course, then he got old, I guess. What happened is the question. Because, they won yesterday, but I can't help but agree with Jared.
I mean, it's not going to happen all the time.
right.
Like the Browns beat the Bills.
Yeah.
I wasn't euphoric and thinking they turned the corner. And, they're still a joke, but maybe they'll get better. But the fact they're right, as long as Al Davis is there, it's not going to be fun, I don't think.
And how about, yesterday, Jamarcus Russell goes 17 to 28, which for him was great. Darius Hayward-Bay still didn't catch a pass. He has 2 catches.
Their number 1 choice.
Yeah.
Ahead of a lot of good guys.
Yeah, he has 2 catches in 6 games. And, as a Terp, I remember back when we did the draft thing, I was like, I want Maryland guys to do well and all that, I guess, but I never a believer in him. Never, even though he's so fast. So that's just, what kind of pick is that? That just typifies. And that's an Al Davis thing, though. Get speed guys on the outside, get a quarterback with a big arm, and throw it deep. That's their whole thing. I mean, it always has been. It's no different. I mean, I'm still surprised that he wanted Jim Plunkett to be the quarterback. Actually, Plunkett, he wins 2 Super Bowls, and they were trying to get rid of him immediately because he didn't have a big enough arm. It's been over and over and over again. So it's just a strange and odd situation. But Al Davis, it's you can call him a number of things back when he was a younger guy. A liar. Some people call a liar a cheat, a crook, and a lot of people call him all these things. I think the problem with them, the Raiders, is that their whole